Josh, 1, Rob Lucci is the MVP of the year. What the fuck? 2, stand aside. Guernica, I'm an employee of the month. 3, okay. What the fuck? Wakanda forever. 4, there'll be no minorities slain today. Zolo. Okay, that's just a lot. That's a crazy trend. So Rob Lucci's MVP of the year. Then, I mean, I guess you could argue in some way he is because he did kind of save. No. MVP of the year is fucking goddamn Monkey D. Luffy as per usual. But, well, I will give Lucci flowers for, hey, my boy Kaku, please don't kill him. Aggie, nothing happened. Lol. For real. Oh my god. The Rich experience. Love the stream code. Keep up the good work. Got you, know about that. John, Sanji's sick of waiting six more months for Zoro to low diff, so he had to tell Jim to finish off Lucci for himself. That's what I'm saying, bro. Again, the fight took so long that the other Straw Hats were complaining about it. But Leviathan 5. The last time Zoro was upset, he didn't knock someone over. It was Kaido. I sold way too early and will regret this for the rest of my life. Clown energy. Listen, man, listen. We didn't know what happened. So Rob Lucci wasn't knocked out. Rob Lucci was not knocked out after Zoro's attack. May have gotten scarred, but he was not knocked out. Not knocked out. Job's not done yet. Zoro himself. Wait, Jinbei. Wait, Jinbei, no! No, I'm not finished! Why the fuck did it take you so long to get that in the first place, Zoro? Why not just kill him immediately? Job's not done. Oh, Eldrickinator. There you go, $2. 2 Jinbei 400% of Lucci's HP for saving Zoro. 2 Jinbei for 1% of Lucci's HP for saving Zoro. Okay. A Fractal Machine. 15 says this. Sanji stocks dropped to nothing once he wanted marry a 15-year-old and he's simping for a 12-year-old. Your boy is straight up kitty fam. Hold on. So, first of all, 15-year-old who? Second of all, Bonnie, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bonnie is being simped on by everybody. Okay? Everybody wants to protect Bonnie. Vegapunk, Kuma, Sanji, Brook. Huh? Wasn't Usopp the one that actually turned to stone after seeing S-Snake? Oh, but he's fine. Usopp's cool. But Sanji, whoa! Stop the bias, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. If you have a problem with that culture, I can understand that. It's Japanese culture. You may not like it. But here's the reality. Boom. That's the reality. These 3 characters right here are the most popular niggas in Japan for One Piece. By far. Like, they gap everybody else. Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. Sanji's right next to him in terms of popularity in Japan. Facts. So I know you want to take that roundabout way of dunking on Sanji, but because obviously Zoro's not looking so hot after this chapter, and the gap between Luffy and Zoro is like ocean wide. And Sanji for sure has his what the fuck moments, undeniably, without damn doubt. However, he's still the best written character in One Piece by far. And even though in this chapter he did take some L's, I mean in this arc he took some L's for sure, they don't oversee the W's, right? He's got some of the fattest W's in the story easily. So I get it. In this chapter, the agenda of Lucci, the Lucci-based agenda between Zoro and Luffy is over. It's done. It's done. I get it. I get it. But Sanji's been straight heat. Even in Zoro's arc, Wano Country, it was Sanji who came out as a better in character than Zoro did, which is crazy. Never Let's see that. Zoro has his whole family backstory and all that stuff in SBSs. Sanji gets that on panel. The actual mangaka himself identifies with Sanji the most among the Straw Hat crew. Just saying. No, well, just saying. Just saying. All right? I don't like him, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Daniel. Uh-oh. Hey, Cole, do you own a lid store in New York? Because the amount of cap you got on Zoro is out of control. Uh-oh. Listen, man. I understand. I get it. The agenda, Zoro is going to be right there with Luffy, the good old days of Whiskey Peak. Rob Lucci is not knocked out. Zoro himself, he's still standing. Lucci himself, not walking over menacingly. I'm sorry, but no. Luffy folded this nigga. He fucking nixed him into oblivion. And it did not take fucking 32 seconds for Rob Lucci to get patched up and healed and he was A-okay. No. He got destroyed. And it took a prolonged period of time for Lucci to come back into, or I guess be healthy again. Let's put it like that. Zoro couldn't even knock him out. It's not me hating. Zoro did not knock. Is that him knocked out? No. He's not knocked out. He's not knocked out. He's not knocked out. He's not knocked out. De-transforms. Not knocked out. Not knocked out. Not even killed. Like, what the? Again, I have Zoro stronger than Rob Lucci. I do. In my top 50, he was over Rob Lucci. But Rob Lucci ain't no bitch. Clearly, he ain't no bitch. Clearly. Bro, we got so much happening in this chapter, Cole. Just about. I'm reading donations, so I'm going to respond, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Mr. King, it doesn't matter if Jinbei. See? You see? It's another donation. See? That's another YouTube donation by Mr. King, $5, who talks about Jinbei and Zoro. See? My job. It doesn't matter if Jinbei said Zoro won the fight. Lucci is still standing and continuing to fight. Jinbei saved Zoro's ass. I want to say he saved his ass. I think Zoro still win that fight for sure. But the idea that it was a mid-diff is fucking just out the window. It's so far gone, it's ridiculous. This is like high. Jesus. Even with the job, again, it was taking so long, the other Straw Hats started to complain about it. Like, what kind of mid-diff is this? I've never seen a mid-diff in my life where the nigga, like, Zoro has wounds, Zoro's still standing, Lucci's still standing, and then he has to get grabbed by fucking Jinbei. Like, what the fuck? Like a mid-diff. What's a good mid-diff? Like a good one. A mid-diff is like Zoro's against Pika. That's a mid-diff. That's a mid-diff. This ain't mid-diff. Oh, Grey Warden. The thing is that, bro, the thing that burns the most has to be Zoro himself saying fight isn't over. The fact that Jinbei became part of the fight turned up in a 2v1. Yeah. I'd agree. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah. Job's not done. It's not done. Uninspired. How much of your views on Zoro's fans are based on tweets? I think you're confusing the stupidity of Twitter users with I'm talking to them particularly, okay? Because I did a post on Twitter, X, talking, because obviously a lot of it's on X. I'm not talking about Zoro fans in general. I'm a Zoro fucking fan. I'm not talking about Zoro fans in general. I'm talking about like diehard Zoro fans that have particular agendas. Like, Luffy and Zoro are equal in power. I'm talking about that sort of thing. Folks that have that sort of mindset, I think, is ridiculous. Zoro is not. Zoro, wait, what? Zoro is not a neg diff. What the fuck? How is it a neg diff? He needed Olympus to throw him across the entire island to get to Pika. After, mind you, this is after Zoro and Pika are fighting regularly throughout the entire arc of Dressrosa, back and forth. And then, even when he was, I think, fighting for the first time on his body, after Luffy did his Grizzly Magnum, they fought against each other for a period of time off screen in Dressrosa. The reason why it's a mid-diff is because Zoro needed one good shot to take him down, and Zoro himself is not even wounded. When I think so. He's not. What was it? Yeah, I don't recall Zoro getting wounded by Pika. I'm trying to think. Like, was there a moment where he actually got wounded by Pika? I don't think so. I'm trying. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Fuck. No, yeah, I don't think so. Maybe I missed the moment, but I don't think so. But clearly with Rob Lucci, he's been getting wounded. He was fresh when he came to that fight, and then later on he's getting marked up. He has all these marks on him after prolonged fighting over his face, huffing and puffing, and so on and so forth. This is high. This is clearly high. But yeah, either way, all I'm saying is that I'm not trying to lump all Zoro together because I'm a Zoro fan. I would say that ultimately, the idea that, because there are clearly agendas, and I'm talking about that agenda particularly, because that's what I think irks me the most. People I think have a hard time really accepting the fact that Luffy is like exponentially stronger than Zoro, which I think ruins a lot of folks' outcomes in the future, because power scale is also in part narratively based, particularly when the show is still ongoing. And the power scale of Zoro now being so far from Luffy is also indicative of the future outcomes of Zoro's future fights and then Luffy's future fights. Therefore, their opponents and the caliber of their opponents in the future. Okay. Oh, Call of You, bruh. But Oda himself could say one person is stronger than another, and you still be like, "Nah, Oda, you wrong." Oda said all the damn time. Like, there are things I don't believe. Oda said before that when it came to Luffy and Bellamy, that was an equivalent between this man Doflamingo getting gamma knifed by law and how his eternal organs get destroyed from inside out. I'm like, that's insane. I don't see how those two are comparable. But Oda said something to that effect. Oda said, I believe too, that he said what? He said that Luffy would have found a way to avoid Doflamingo, even without Gats and company and so on. I'm like, how? What? Like, Dofi would have beaten Luffy if not for fucking get interference by Gats and company. He would have won. But Oda said, no, you would have found a way. Huh? Oda says, or I think Oda drew the panel with Zoro and Sabo and City of the Rain and Katakuri and Beppo, the number twos, right? Quote unquote number twos. And then in SBS later on, he said, these are the number twos of the crews, how I view them, whatever that means. That's how he views them, the number twos of the crew. Kuzan is on the Blackbeard Pirates. He's the 10th Titanic captain. Ain't no fucking way Kuzan is weaker than City of the Rain. Hell no. Hell no. See what I'm saying? A lot of times, author words are also inconsistent, but it happens. No one's perfect. You have to try and find a medium between the author's comments, what's going on in actual manga material itself, and the other factors that are indicative of what's going on. It's not just their comments per se, because sometimes they don't know, or they're getting it wrong, or they change their minds. It just depends. City over Kuzan? Fuck no, bro. Okay. Red Warden, Lucci more competent than Zoro. Easy, job complete. True, he did do his job. He did do his job well. Like, he got all the intel he needed. He got, I would say that he gets a raise. Kaku, though, have to wait and see.